live from our studios in number 5 Ola Hanselina Tessano. This is the Channel 1 Newsroom on Channel 1 TV. I'm Akosia Otre. Coming up. Clean Up Accra campaign hits Ga East Municipality with major dredging of Unyasia River.
What we are doing is technically what we call in dredging river training to direct the water to follow a more ideal course so that it would enable flow further downstream into.
I will take you to Ghana's parliament where the minority is set to summon CEO of Gold Board over 9 billion procurement losses.
We must bring the chief executive of Gold Board here for parliament to do the necessary inquiry. Mr. Speaker, that is my prayer. That is all my plea, because this is a government that is saying all over that it believes in probity and accountability.
Asokore Mampon residents demand completion of all road projects in the municipality.
Na kwano na nya kura na ye faswa entimi kura nso to kura na ha sei alesi amoye no etimu sese mu wi a ebetimi aye bibia ho.
And in other news, there is a surge in sale of Black Stars jerseys as team makes its 5th appearance at the global stage of world football.
Ghana is playing the first match, so people came to buy the jersey, but because of the rain, that's why you see that here makes slow small. But for money there, people came and buy nicely for us. So we will pray that they for score today. If they score today, I hope the market will move on more.
In Channel 1 business. Bank of Ghana gives December deadline for all rural banks to be converted to community banks. Later in Channel 1 Sports. President John Dramani Mahama urges Black Stars to win World Cup opener against Panama. We have details of these stories and many others if you stay with us. Well, let's start off from the Ashanti region, where residents and communities within the Asokore Mampo municipality are urging authorities to ensure ongoing rehabilitation works on roads within the communities are completed on schedule. Or while residents are commending efforts to rehabilitate roads, many fear the projects could suffer the same fate in time past. Channel 1 News' Bureau Chief for the Middle Belt, Hafiz Tijani, reports.
Road users within areas like Sipedoti, Sipetimpum, Edukrum, Pakuso have for years grappled with deplorable roads despite several appeals. Residents have welcomed the intervention but are raising fresh concerns of fears the project could be abandoned.
Into the American cell master project here. It's wrong, Mom Fanquay, my Sunny, I'm sorry, not about time to my sorry anymore. And so, Yamia, the moment to me a jury about time, and my sister, to me, they your car room copac, I sorry than anymore, dear. The American say a strong, Mama starts no. It's all started in my powder query, pa. There's wrong. Ya the yanko pondis room, Mom Fanquay, pa my.
Pacho ana ya fa ekwa asore na ekwa no na nya kura na ya fa so a entimi kura nso to kura na ha sei alesi amoye no etimu sese mu wi a ebetimi aye bibia hos eda mpanyimfo ase ewo de omaye na esumbo pa nyame nhira omo eno omo adwuma pa sesi ase omu gyae a ye ho besa akire entim de ye besra omo se na ekwan no so enwie peye
since 2000 munyina na omo de ibi roller bi tai be ibi sa omo de benenam susu kwan na sa na omo mbeye but say na omo ye ndem pa na ye bo say omo be keka ni omo hu na omo be ye kwan no na bibia nso aye kama mai ize we na ye hwe animu ne de omo guso aye de aka ya ne say omo be ye nyame be adum no be no be guso mai.
Channel 1 visits to some of the communities revealed contractors were busily working, while in other areas no active work was on. The current government, through the Member of Parliament for Aswanse, Alhaji Muntaka Mubarak, and the Asokore-Mampo Municipal Assembly are upgrading the inner roads of the selected communities, which have been neglected for years. Municipal Chief Executive for Asokore-Mampo, Ben Abdallah Al-Hassan, gave highlights on the ongoing projects.
All drainage works have been completed currently. If you go to Sepe, the same thing. In fact, other very important earthworks have begun at Edukrum and Sepe. The other portion of Pakoso, the drains have all been completed. It is left with the Mighty Royal section of Pakoso where drains work have also begun. I think they began about 2 weeks ago. The general sentiment among residents is that they are also very happy and encouraged that some of these things are happening, and they feel it will add a lot to their ease of movements.
He allayed the fears of residents and assured the project will be completed.
By and large, the project is progressing very steadily. And a project of this nature, definitely we are in the rainy season, and so you have a few issues when they rain. But we are happy with the pace of work so far, and we are very optimistic that in the next 3 months maximum, Sepetimpom and Adukrum will see bitumen surface application, and we are quite sure that will happen in the next 3 months, and subsequently Pakoso will also be attended to, and so we are very happy with the pace of work so far. And
the upgrade of these roads for many will ease the transportation challenges within the municipality.
There's general excitement across communities where the rehabilitation of roads is ongoing. Residents want authorities to ensure this project is completed and not end up like other road projects. Hafiz Tijani, Channel 1 News, Asokore-Mampo Municipality, Ashanti Region.
And from Ashanti Region, I'm taking to Parliament, where the minority is calling for the Chief Executive Officer of the Ghana Gold Board to be summoned before the House over alleged procurement breaches that they say led to a 9 billion cedi loss to the firm. Or speaking on the floor of Parliament, Minority Leader Alexander Penyomakin stressed the need for the Ghana Gold Board to operate with transparency. Channel 1 News' parliamentary correspondent Nia Ikweokan reports.
On the floor of Parliament on Wednesday, the Minority Caucus called on the House to summon the Chief Executive Officer of the Ghana Gold Board, Sammy Jemfi, before the House over alleged procurement breaches, which they believe has resulted in the 9 billion Ghana cedi loss recorded by the institution.
The issues at Gold Board, those issues smell. It stinks.
Well noted.
He must bring the Chief Executive of Gold Board here for Parliament to do the necessary inquiry. That is my prayer. That is all my plea, because this is a government that is saying all over that it believes in probity and accountability. Probity and accountability, and there are 9 billion losses.
So
Gold Board procurement are not transparent, and Mr. Speaker, the public wants to know.
Yeah.
His agency serves under a certain ministry. So it is the minister who must come to respond to the questions. Speaker. So if the question indeed has been filed and directed at him, the minority leader should get the member to redirect the question at the appropriate ministry.
But Honorable,
the majority leader should desist from this often attacking the gold board and calling it all manner of names. Indeed, we are a product of probity and accountability, and we live by it.
While answering questions on the floor of Parliament, the Minister for Roads and Highways, Gavins Kwame Agboja, indicated that contractors working on the Accra-Tema motorway and the Ofankor-Nsawam highway have been fully paid.
On record, the motorway contract is ongoing, and on record, as of this morning, we don't owe the contractor any amount of money. All our outstanding claims have been settled. The same applies to what my leader is talking about, Pokwasi. As of this morning, I don't have a certificate outstanding on that project as well. We would endeavor to continue to encourage the contractors working on this project to hurry up.
Members of Parliament made statements on the floor in solidarity with the Ghana Black Stars ahead of their match with Panama in the ongoing FIFA World Cup tournament.
As the Black Stars are scheduled to play tonight, it is our prayer, and it's the prayer of everyone in this chamber, I believe, that the Black Stars would come out victorious. Speaker, I am expecting that we have about 3-0 against the people of Panama.
Members of the team, both the players and the technical team and the coaches should know that today they just don't carry a jersey. They carry the hopes, the aspirations of over 33 million people back home and so many others around the world in the diaspora. So you carry the hopes and aspirations of those people. You are not just wearing a jersey. And so as a team, every pass, every tackle, every move in this match should carry that burden of responsibility.
We're here in Parliament, the morale is very high, all in anticipation for Ghana's victory against Panama in the ongoing FIFA World Cup. Reporting for Channel 1 News, I am Me Ayikwe Okai.
We'll bring you more stories on that crucial game between the Black Stars and then Panama, but we'll still stay in Parliament because the minority has rejected claims that the NPP administration failed to complete the Afari Military Hospital in Kumasi during their tenure. All this comes on the back of accusations made by the former Member of Parliament for Asin Central, Kennedy Ohene Japan. We'll stay more on the story. Let's go over to the telephone and speak to the ranking member on the Health Committee of Parliament, Dr. Nana Eyu Efriye. Good evening, sir. This is coming in from a member of the NPP. Well, his words were straight. He said the NPP administration failed to complete the Afari Military Hospital. Why is the minority rejecting this assertion?
Yeah, good evening to your listeners. What he said wasn't true. I was the chairman of the Health Committee. I led the Health Committee with the Minister of Health, the Minister of Interior, and the contractors. The contractor and the subcontractors. We went to the site 2023. When we went, they were working. The information they gave us was that they could hand over the phase 1, but then they needed $6 million to complete the phase 2. So I remember after the post-visit meeting with the minister, we concluded, but the minister would also have to open a negotiation pathway with the contractor because it looks like there were contention on the $6 million. And that renegotiation took them probably about 6 months or so that the $6 million they mutually agreed was supposed to be $3 million. And then eventually it paid $2.5 million to. Before then, in 2018 through to 2023, the Ministry of Defense had paid $19.3 million to the contractor. Before 2018, the contractor had been paid the full cost of the project. That was $180 million paid. So it is disingenuous on the part of a former member of parliament who was the chairman of the Defense and Interior Committee, who had not written to the defense minister. And in any case, the records don't lie. If indeed his committee wrote and it was turned down, the parliamentary documents are there for the journalists to go and inquire, so that you name and shame. You would see that at the point of which Aferi became an issue, where the minority then visited Afari, it became a topical issue. The resolution was that the health committee would have to visit there, and then we wrote to the leave of the speaker. That was granted us, and then we also informed the Minister of Defense then, who went with us, and we came in and filed our report. The floor of Parliament, we brought it over. There was no day that the Defense Committee, indeed, I remember then Ophelia was the vice chair, who said that, our visit was timely and was good. At least we've done a work for them, for their committee. So to portray the Minister of Defense then as somebody who stopped you was not fair. In any case, the executive cannot stop the legislature from executing its functions of oversight. He is charting a path that is dangerous. No, again, and I say, the executive cannot checkmate the legislature in the execution of our oversight responsibilities. It has not been done.
Mr. Friye, not to interrupt, but the question really is, what was the exact state of completion of the hospital when the MPP was leaving office?
When we went there, the contractor said what you needed was $6 million to do the sewage, and then he hands over. And then I remember I asked of the CT scan, and he said it was in a warehouse in Tema. But they need to also subcontract to do the roads from within, and then the housing. Apart from that, everything was ready. And the letter that I brought out today was a letter from the contractor asking the ministry to pay it $6 million, and then it can hand over all the projects, complete and hand over. So it was about above 90% completion. And you can attest to the fact that when the government took over power in January, the then defense minister, may his soul rest in peace, the late Omani Buama, a very disciplined, very honest gentleman. He went to the site, and then he said that by September they are going to hand over. The video is in circulation. You think a government would just say that, go to the site and say they will do whatever it takes for you to start operating in September in 9 months? He knew what he was talking about. So to tell a lie that the MPP did not do anything since 2017, it was unfair. It was unfair.
Okay, and do you think that his comments...
to give the impression that in Parliament, we need a sort of permission from the executive arm of government to go on oversight. Again, it is not fair to educate the public, and also it is more of weakening our arm, which is not so. It is not so. Please, let me put it on record. as the chairman of the health committee there, I only need to write a letter to the minister that I'm going, and I go. I don't need, please, let's put it on record, and you can inquire. I don't need the approval of the Minister of Defense or Health to go to a facility. I only need to show respect and a sense of cooperation. You don't need their permission to work. We give you money, and it's our responsibility on behalf of the people to make sure that you apply the money reasonably. And you are saying that you will stop me. It's not possible.
We know how blunt and outspoken the Assin Central Member of Parliament is. Do you think that his comments on this project is politically motivated, or it's as a result of genuine assessment of...
Absolutely. You know, I'm sorry I'm not in the country, but of course, he's a friend of the contractor. He may be doing some good job for the contractor, absolutely, and that is the issue. No, nobody says that you don't have to be friends to anybody. I mean, the contractor is an Egyptian. If you so want to be an ally of the businessman, it's up to him.
Right.
But you should not checkmate the Ghanaian. Look, let me tell you, I am using your medium to sound this clearly to contractors. I am going to take this contractor on next week, and I'm going to put all the evidence, and this will be a warning. Look, I'm not going to do NDC MPP again on this issue. So long as it is the responsibility of government to see to the operation of Afari, I've done that job. I'm done with government. Now, I would want the good people of this country to know how contractors checkmate the people of Ghana and fleece us.
All right.
A typical example is this case. We will name the contractor and shame the contractor. The contractor's attitude and the research I've done appears he enjoys contractual dispute, and he uses to fleece the people of Ghana. He did one after we came to MPP was in power. They paid him in excess of about 21 million to the actual project cost of $180 million. He is now coming with an escalated amount of about $85 million.
Okay.
I am never going to politicize this.
Thank you very much.
I am coming after the contractor.
Thank you. We'll definitely speak to you subsequently when we get details and updates from this particular story. That is the Afari Military Hospital that is yet to be completed and commissioned. That was Dr. Ayue Friye, the ranking member on the Health Committee of Parliament. Away from that, the Clean Up Accra campaign continued in Abokobi in the Ga East municipality with a major dredging exercise aimed at improving drainage and also reducing the risk of flooding in the area. The exercise, led by dredge masters, focused on expanding a major drain through which the Onasia River flows. Charles Owusukumi has the details.
The Clean Up Accra campaign, a partnership between Channel 1 TV, Zoom Lion Ghana Limited, and the Ghana Police Service with support from the National Disaster Management Organization, has intensified efforts to address flooding challenges across the capital. In Abokobi within the Ga East municipality, workers from dredge masters undertook extensive dredging activities along the Onasia River to improve water flow and increase the river's holding capacity.
This area is known to be a wetland reservation area where the purpose of having a wetland around the river is to improve on it acts more like a nature-based flood control measure where it increases the area for which in the event of water breaking the banks of the river, it holds the water and prevents it from spilling over into the community. But as you have it, this drain hasn't been maintained for over years. I mean, I stand to be corrected, but from what I get, for the past 10 years, not less than 10 years, it had no equipment has come in to clean it out. We are also reliably informed that a lot of the land along the river banks, which is considered to be a conservation area, has been sold out.
The team later moved upstream to inspect an island that has formed in the middle of the river channel. Despite persistent rainfall, engineers and officials assess the extent of work required to remove the obstruction and restore the river's full capacity.
Basically, we are at the upstream of the Onyasia River where we are currently dredging the downstream section, and we are opening it up to this point and beyond. What we are doing is technically what we call in dredging river training to direct the water to follow a more ideal course so that it would enable flow further downstream into the outfall. Now, what we have here, as was mentioned earlier by the NADMO official, that it hasn't been dredged for a long time, and we have an island sitting right in the middle of this river. In addition to that, the left and right banks have been heavily encroached by residents, private developers that have come to acquire property and develop it, making ineffective the purpose for which the wetlands serve, that is to allow for excess water to flow into these areas and be absorbed by the earth.
It has received significant support from the National Disaster Management Organization. Officials say while progress is being made, several operational and environmental challenges continue to affect the pace of work.
The first day we started from a sheep, we ended by fowl, eggs, drinks. We do ritual here yesterday.
Before you could move the excavator?
We did ritual. They say it's a god. The river is they are god. For us to get a free way to do our work, they say they have to pray to the gods. Though it's not the gods that take it out of it, but they said they have to allow the free flow of the work. So they have to pray. So we have to oblige.
Meanwhile, the Ghana East Municipal Assembly says it is working closely with the Lankwantanai Medina Municipal Assembly to tackle encroachment along the river buffers, a major factor contributing to flooding and drainage obstruction in the area.
If you go to Pantan village, you've seen that we are collaborating with Lankwantanai Medina to scoop out some fillings, that's gravels there. So we do that often. But that place, as we've said, we also put the same collaboration to effect so that we have no flooding at that.
The work continues, this partnership between Zoom Lion, Channel One TV, the Ghana Police Service, of course, Dredge Masters helping us. The Clean Up Accra campaign. Today's exercise has been smooth. No issues of excavators getting stuck. I guess the gods have been with us for today's exercise. From Abokobi, here in Accra, Charles Osukumi for Channel One News.
And local authorities in Nungwa in the Krowa municipality say they can now heave a sigh of relief from perennial flooding following the dredging of a storm drain under the Clean Up Accra initiative. All the campaigns spearheaded by Zoom Lion Ghana Limited in partnership with Channel One TV, the Ghana Police Service and NADMO intensified activities in Nungwa and Achimota despite heavy rainfall on Wednesday. Fauzu Masawudu of Channel One News reports.
For days, the Clean Up Accra initiative has traversed several communities across the capital with the primary objective of improving sanitation and reducing the risk of flooding. As the exercise nears its climax, the team on Wednesday moved to the Achimota Christian Village enclave where drains were desilted and choked waterways cleared to improve the free flow of water.
Information about it. Omani say ya ewom ekoso ya ewom nti yanso ya ndi bia ya hoodin bia betumi ya di abua e ma omani na yeye no ene na nda ye gina yeye.
Business operators along the stretch who are among the hardest hit whenever floods occur say the exercise will bring much needed relief.
This is the very first time I see the government or an institution coming in,
which is Zoom Lion and
coming in to partner to help. Because when you watch the other end of our side, we have been doing that with the help of the the prison guys. When they come, we give them something small. They remove everything from the gutter. But we don't have the logistics, like a transport to carry everything. So when
they leave it and then it comes back.
Yeah. So when it rains again, it flooded again. So those are the causes.
The campaign later shifted to Nungua in the Kroa municipality, where the team dredged a major drain that residents say has largely contributed to flooding challenges due to its poor design and condition. Assembly member for the area appealed to the government to construct a proper storm drainage system to permanently address the problem.
A shallow drain, but the volumes of water that passes here anytime it rains is very huge. And you can see the houses are very close around here. And we'll plead with the government if they can help us with a storm drain, it will help. It will help. But that is why we took the initiative. Even when Zoom Lion gave us this offer support, we decided to bring them here so that to get it done for us. And we are very grateful for this singular honor.
For her part, the Zoomline district manager for the area, Haga Techiwa, outlined plans by the company to strengthen waste management and sanitation services within the municipality.
Ensure that every home gets a bin. Every home gets a bin. They are properly kept, and then the truck goes in to ensure that it is lifted so that everywhere will be clean. That is the objective from today. And then we'll continue to support areas that we hear complaints, we go and then we'll support with this dredging exercise. So it will not end today. It is something that will continue.
Beyond enhancing sanitation, stakeholders involved in the Clean Up Accra exercise have highlighted the need to build resilient structures in tackling Accra's flooding menace. Reporting for Channel 1 News, Fauzu Masaudu, Accra.
And in the studio here, I am Makosia Archer. Still to come. Bank of Ghana gives December deadline for all rural banks to be converted to community banks. We'll bring you the details shortly. Do stay with us.
This is the old way. Let me show you a new and a better way. EduPack.
EduPack?
Yes, EduPack. A GS-approved and supported initiative for all first-year students going to SHS by Prospectus Ghana Limited. Now you don't need to go to the market. All your trunks, mattresses, pillows, including plastic chalkboards, are all waiting for your child at the school. Note, all our wooden chalkboards are being changed to plastic ones to avoid bedbugs.
You can also register by dialing *713*821# following the prompts, or you can visit www.edupackgh.com and tap register. You can also register at any ADB branch near you at a very affordable price. EduPack, approved and supported by GES.
The best part of going home is family.
Sit up! Hey, mommy, my wife is cooking something delicious.
Lizzie Shito, hot pepper sauce, spicy. Bona yete, Lizzie, oh Lizzie. Lizzie Shito,
Lizzie Shito, the Shito is Shito. Lizzie Shito, over fail.
Lizzie Shito. Please, can I take some to school tomorrow?
Yes, my son, you can. Lizzie Shito dear. Ebesu obiasu.
Lizzie Shito hot pepper sauce. Yes, spicy and
Lizzie Shito hot pepper sauce. Yes, spicy.
For bulk purchase, kindly contact 050-168-3344 or 050-155-0998. This advert is FDA approved.
Many thanks for choosing us on the Channel One Newsroom. Well, up next is Channel One Business with Nashika Caesar.
CNR Business is brought to you by EcoBank.
Hello, my name is Pamela from Customer Service. Please revalidate your account by texting your Ghana card number to 0500,000 247.
Hey, Abili, wabadim.
Madam, give me the numbers behind your ATM card. I'm calling from the head office.
An email was delivered across to our customers this morning.
Confirm if this is your bank account 100,100,100.
Thanks for sending your bank card details.
Send the OTP now to avoid cancellation.
EcoBank will never call, email, send an SMS asking for your PIN, OTP, bank card, or Ghana card details.
Don't get played. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Hello, please, I'm calling from Customer Experience Center.
And the businesswoman is here.
Yes, I am.
Looking good in pink.
You too.
Please bring us the details.
Now, community banks across the country have until December 31st, 2026 to complete all statutory name changes, corporate rebranding initiatives and regulatory compliance requirements following the Bank of Ghana's directive to transition all rural and community banks into community banks. The decision forms part of the central bank's ongoing efforts to modernize community-level financial intermediation and deepen financial inclusion nationwide. Here's more.
The transition is expected to trigger a sector-wide rebranding exercise involving changes to corporate identities, branch signage, official documentation, digital platforms, and customer communications. It will require investment in marketing, legal documentation, technology update, and stakeholder engagement to ensure a seamless transition and maintain customer confidence. The exercise will also compel banks to review their business models and strategic positioning as they adapt to a broader mandate that extends beyond traditional rural banking operations. According to the Bank of Ghana, the conversion is designed to reposition the sector as a modern banking segment capable of supporting inclusive economic growth and expanding access to financial services across the country. The community banking sector currently consists of 147 licensed institutions operating nearly 1,000 branches and serving more than 8 million customers nationwide.
Now, EcoBank Ghana PLC has delivered a strong financial performance for the 2025 financial year, posting a pre-tax profit of over 3 billion Ghana cedis, representing a 28.3% year-on-year growth. The performance was driven by robust revenue growth, improved operational efficiency, and effective cost management. There's more in the following report.
Board Chairman of EcoBank Ghana PLC, Chief Al-Hassan Andani, said the strong results reflect the effectiveness of the bank's strategic direction and its ability to deliver sustainable value despite operating in a challenging environment. Total revenue rose to 5.2 billion Ghana cedis, supported by strong growth in net interest income, trading income, and non-funded income streams, including fees and commissions. He was speaking at the bank's annual general meeting.
Improved balance between interest income and non-interest income underscores the effectiveness of our diversification strategy. The consistent performance within the year resulted in an annual pre-tax profit of 3.03 billion, marking a remarkable 28.3% increase year on year. This bullish growth was driven by the top-line growth and cost-saving initiatives, which have kept operating expenses largely under check. Our operational efficiency remained robust during the year, as reflected in a strong cost-to-income ratio of 35.13%, underscoring the discipline applied across operations.
EcoBank Ghana's balance sheet remained resilient, with total assets increasing by 2.8% year-on-year to 47.33 billion Ghana cedis, underscoring the bank's strong financial position. In line with the strong earnings performance, shareholders approved a dividend of 1 cedi 21 pesos per share as recommended by the board. Managing Director of EcoBank Ghana PLC, Abena Osepoku, said the bank's performance reflects prudent risk management.
We continue to make sure that at every line from revenue to cost to PBT, we are prudent, and with the guidance of our board, please be rest assured, that our earnings quality is sustainable. And that is why you are seeing that we have moved from the dividend we paid you last year to paying you over 200% of the dividend.
Away from that, mining and quarrying, water supply and transportation were the biggest drivers of producer inflation in May. This comes as Ghana's producer inflation rose sharply to 5.8% from 2.7% in April. We have more in this report.
According to the Ghana Statistical Service, mining and quarrying recorded the highest year-on-year inflation rate of 11%, followed by water supply, sewerage and waste management at 10.2% and transportation and storage at 7.7%. Electricity and gas posted inflation of 6.9%. Construction recorded inflation of 4.3%, while accommodation and food services registered 2.9%. Manufacturing, one of the economy's largest productive sectors, recorded a modest 0.7% increase. Despite the rise in annual production inflation, prices at the factory gate fell by 1.4% between April and May, indicating a short-term easing in cost pressures. Looking ahead, the service is urging businesses to secure key inputs through forward contracts or bulk purchases to cushion against rising production costs.
Let's now bring you an update on crude oil prices and how the local currency is performing on the interbank markets. And that's it for Channel 1 Business. I am Nashika Caesar. Akusia, back to you.
Thank you for that update from the world of business. Let's do some other stories. And Ghana and Burkina Faso have renewed commitments to strengthening the reaffirmation and joint management of their shared land boundary. Well, it's a week-long series of bilateral engagements which started on June 16, 2026 in Burkina Faso. The two countries have been engaging on peaceful coexistence, cross-border cooperation and regional integration. The following report has the details.
Speaking at the opening of the technical committee meeting, the Commissioner General of the Ghana Boundary Commission, Major General Anthony Intem, described the engagements as a significant milestone in the long-standing cooperation between the two countries. According to him, the reaffirmation process seeks to transform the boundary from a line of separation into a bridge for cooperation, development, and regional integration.
The activities scheduled for this period transcend the mere technical and legal review of documents. They represent a shared commitment by our governments to deepen cooperation, promote peaceful coexistence, and enhance the effective management of our common land boundary. More importantly, they underscore a collective determination to transform our boundary from a line of separation into a bridge of cooperation, development, and regional integration.
Major General Intem said one of the key outcomes of the meeting would be the development of a comprehensive roadmap to guide the boundary reaffirmation process. The engagements followed 3 framework agreements and a memoranda of understanding signed by the foreign ministers of Ghana and Burkina Faso in February 2026.
I therefore encourage all of us to bring to bear our expertise, experience, and commitment to ensure that the roadmap we develop is realistic, practical, and responsive to the realities on the ground. I reaffirm our unwavering commitment to working closely with the National Boundary Secretariat of Burkina Faso and all relevant stakeholders in advancing the objectives of these engagements.
Now, Ghana's participation in the 2026 FIFA World Cup is driving a surge in sales of Black Stars jerseys, with traders along Osu Oxford Street recording significant increase in purchases, while they expressed optimism over even higher sales should Ghana win its opening World Cup match against Panama. There's more in this report by John Edujiboja and read by Julio Ashirfi-Yamoa.
For many Ghanaians, supporting the Black Stars goes beyond watching football. It is rooted in a tradition often reflected in the purchase and wearing of the national team's jersey during major tournaments. With Ghana set to begin its World Cup campaign against Panama on Wednesday night, traders along the Osu Oxford Street say this year's patronage has been encouraging as football enthusiasts troop in to purchase the iconic red, yellow and green colors.
Today Ghana is playing the first match. So people are came to buy the jersey, but because of the rain, that's why you see that here makes slow small. But for money there, people came and buy nicely for us. So we will pray that they for score today. If they score today, I hope the market will move on more. Maybe from 3 days coming now, they came to buy nicely. So we see that things must change. We have some 200, we have some 150, we have some 300.
We are happy the way the jersey is going. Then people are really cooperate to buy the jersey. Then we pray that in the evening the match will going to be successful and we pray to win 2-0. Then we are going to be happy. Then our customers should come more and buy. For now we are selling for 150. That's the price because we put the price down so everybody should get one. So we need support so everyone to have one. So tonight we are going to support the Ghana to win the first match. I sell like 10 pieces since start this morning. Like I tell you, then the people are corporate. Everybody wants to have one.
As anticipation builds ahead of kickoff, many remain hopeful that a strong performance by the Black Stars will not only lift national spirits, but also translate into brisk business for traders.
So we are all waiting for tonight's game. When the victory comes, they will all come. I know Ghanaians will come and buy it. So we are waiting for them. We are praying that the Black Star will win. When they win this game, more Ghanaians will come out and buy it for us. I know Ghanaians, they like Ghana. They like our country. And everybody would like to wear the jersey. Even today, I've seen some changes inside. They are buying 1, 2, 3. I hope from tomorrow going, when the victory comes, they will come. There are different prices. Authentic one is 250. We have 352, and then the other one too. If you have 150, you will get something to wear, as you know.
It's a Ghana. Yeah, kind of say yeah strong. Into your person Ghana win into a beard in a sport about Ghana chi. Nan kampaya ya bonase. Endurusi wo mabono. Na Ghana dinkunim. Na jana komo. Esena se de ya tono.
Definitely a game to look forward to, but this is still the Channel 1 Newsroom on Channel 1 TV. Still to come. President John Mahama urges Black Stars to win World Cup opener against Panama. We have the details shortly. Do stay with us.
Misro. Eteye simani sui. Doctor said me operation. Cataract surgery. Misro.
Minia. Ustro sesen. Sisia Dr. Agawa ama operation ya yes simple okrum ha won't say. Sisia there no ABS.
ABS. And also ne
ABS na chese. No anesthesia. No bleeding. No suture. Unt na hospital hokranche. Obeji di senra. Mekoye surgery.
Sa.
Ani ene se medi ye medwuma na you. Se me need a clear.
Wow. Na simple sa. O se hospital ba no.
Dr. Agawa's Eye Hospital. E Bentesano Police Station. Wow. Frewen ne ya. 0501 534 498 and 0553 019 311.
Dr. Agawa's Eye Hospital. For eyes like new.
Yes, next. Hey, Nadia Benson, Asamo.
Me didn't tum. Mr. Freddy Calico, just call me cockroach.
Now, Mr. Freddy once now.
Hey, is that you? Improve car. Yeah. Captain Mosquito, double the action. Me did this sasso spray. Mr. Freddy sasso quell. Yeah, come to my sasso.
Come tum preko.
You're welcome back to the Channel One Newsroom. Up next is Channel One Sports with Bernard Abekwatri. Abe, the excitement is building. I like Absolutely. The energy, and I'm sure there's plenty at stake tonight.
Yeah, 100. We should win our game because England are up by 2-1.
Oh, really?
And
I'm sure Harry Kane did some magic.
Yeah, he scored the 2.
I see.
So we need to win.
Okay, take us away.
Let's get into it, shall we? Now, Ghana faces Panama tonight in its opening Group L fixture at the 2026 FIFA World Cup, with kickoff scheduled for 11 p.m. GMT at the BMO field in Toronto, Canada. Both nations see the encounter as a crucial opportunity to secure maximum points in a group that also includes England and Croatia, making a positive start essential to their qualification hopes. As anticipation continues to build, President John Dramani Mahama spoke to the Black Stars via Zoom and urged the players to rise to the occasion, reminding them that not only Ghanaians but the entire Africa continent will be looking up to them to make the region proud. Let me see.
Personally come and issue words of encouragement to you on behalf of our nation and to express our confidence in you, and that we are all praying and supporting you. But I felt that before this match I must personally call you and tell you how all of us are praying for you, and that we have confidence in you to be able to make it. You have done well so far. Of course, the friendly matches were to adjust strategy and technique, and I'm sure that with every match you improved, and so it's my hope that we will use Panama to set the stage for a brilliant performance. Everybody knows the Black Stars. The whole of Africa is looking up to you like they did in 2010 when it became Bagana instead of Bafana. And we're looking to you again to rise up to that occasion. I know we have a new crop of players and all that, but it is my hope that you all blend in and under the captainship of John Dadan, you work together. The two senior players who have retired, Asamoah and Step Up Stephen Appiah, are all there to inspire you. And we also have confidence in the new head coach. Even though he didn't come early enough, I still think that with the little that he has done, he should be able to lead the team to victory. And so the whole of Ghana says, I should tell you that this night we're not sleeping. The match is going to be telecast here at 11 p.m. We're all going to stay awake, and we will be kneeling and praying throughout the 90 minutes, and we are confident that you emerge victorious.
Well, away from the presidency, members of parliament have also thrown their support behind the Black Stars ahead of their crucial Group L encounter against Panama. Ghana, making a record 5th appearance at the World Cup, will be hoping to begin its campaign on a winning note as it targets a place in the knockout stages.
Everything in Ghana is politicized, and the only thing that puts us together is sports, especially soccer. And this is the time that all of us are united behind the team. We would want them to put some smiles on our faces. So we wish them well.
Well, I believe that on camp, I have not been there, but looking at the picture that we are seeing, the players were very well motivated, and they are so determined to do something for themselves and the country. So all that the message I would like to say to them is that they should not play for themselves alone. They should be thinking about Ghana.
Like we always know the Black Stars, we expect them to shine in Canada today. We expect them to shine. So I'm saying these words to encourage them and also to tell them that the whole country is behind them in pride and then also in belief that we know they can do what they know best.
Well, that's the very latest from the world of sport. And I am Bernard Abekoche.
Thank you, Mr. Abeku. And that's how we wrap up the Channel One Newsroom on Channel One Television. I'm Makusia Ochi. Many thanks for joining us.